Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the file system and file pattern in the Linux. This is one of the important topic is going to be happen. So let's start it. If you are talking about the file system, root already explained you. Root is the most powerful user. Root can perform anything. Root has the power to do anything on the Linux operating system. It is like the administrator. So this is the something a file system I have made here diagram, and this is diagram of the file system under root. It will be bin slash soft slash boot. This all are the file system present inside the root. Again under USR these are the some file system under where these are the file system. So this file system again I am going to show you. So let's talk about the first file system, then I am going to talk about the file pattern. Okay. So first I need to go switch as a root user because root user under root these all are the file present. Okay. So let me go to the actually I have increased the font of this font size because in last lecture I saw it was something small and it will be hard to see you. That's reason I thought to increase the size. So if you want to again increase your size, let me guide for you because maybe people ask I have not shown to you. So let me show you. You have to go here and you have to just click on change, and from here you can change select the which size you want to. You can select the change size and click on open like that. Okay. Now this is my size that I have increased my the font size so that you can hope it will be visible fine to you. Okay. Now currently I am logged in as a who am I, that is R Tiwari. But as for the this I need to be a root user because under root under slash root we are going to see this all file system. So let's switch as a root user. Let me write me the password of the switch root password. Now currently I am logged in as a root user. Who am I? You can see I am the root user. Now I can perform any tasks. Okay. Now let's see which directory I am. You can do the pwd print working directory. It will list which directory and where currently you are. And if you do ls minus ltr, it will list all that files present inside this home slash r tiwari. These are the files present inside this. Okay. Now let me explain one more thing. If hope you have heard about the thing slash you have seen that the slash directory and the slash root directory. Okay, let me show you. Okay, that is slash root directory and the slash directory. The slash is called root directory. This thing already here written here. Slash is called root directory and slash root is the root home directory. So I'm going to show you both. If someone is saying root directory, that it means it is the slash. If someone is saying root home directory, then slash home. So I'm going to show you both. Okay, let me go to cd dot dot. Let me use the pwd. I am in class slash home. Let me go to cd dot dot. Let me use the pwd. Currently I'm in the slash directory and slash is called the root directory. Okay. Now I am currently in the slash directory, that is root directory, and these all files should be visible when I use the ls minus ltr. So let's do the ls minus ltr. If I do the ls minus ltr, Actually, my L keyboard button is not much working fine. That's reason you are not able to. You may write seeing here L is missing. That's reason L keyboard button has some issue. Okay, L and P has issue. Okay. Now ls minus ltr, it will list all the file inside this. You can see it is the file that is srv, sbbin, opt, mnt, media, usr, home, var, boot, proc, sys, dev, run, etc, boot, temp. These all are file. You can see from here itself. You can see from here itself. Bin, this you can see. Okay. So this file has some unique characteristic, and this you can see this file is for the booting purpose. This file is for the log purpose. We keep inside the var under the log. We can under the var. You can see under var we used to keep the logs, cache things, and temporary file. These all thing. Okay. Now these are, all file have some unique characteristic that I'm not going to discuss here. Okay, I'm just going to show you what are the things basically present inside it. Okay, now this is called the root directory. Under root we have the following file system that you are seeing also here. Okay, now let's go to the root/root directory and see what is present inside it. So currently I am in the slash directory. Let me go to root. Okay, now if I do the pwd, you can see I am in slash root directory. It is called the root home directory. And if I do the ls minus ldr, it will list the file that is present inside the, it is something configuration file is only present inside the slash root directory. That if someone is saying slash directory, that is mean the, it is the root directory. If someone is saying root home directory, that is slash root directory. Okay, now yet again let me go back and let me go to the only root directory. Now this is all about the file system. Okay, now let's talk about the file pattern. Let's talk about the file pattern. That there are various type of file pattern. Let me just go brief the first the file patterns. If someone is saying dash, then it is something regular file. D means directory. Then how we can get these things? Okay, let me go first here. Okay, you can see there is something, this is the file name, and there is something before that it is written. So what does it means? That is very important. Okay, this is all about the file pattern and what the how we can get the properties. You know, every file has some properties. If I go to simple here, and if I click on this file, and if I just go to the properties of this file, okay, you are going to see, you can see this is the file type, that is the mkv, and it is in this directory. This is the file size, and this is created this time. Okay, the everything property belonging to this file, that is put installation, I am going to see here itself. Okay, in the properties. Similarly, if you want to see the properties of this file, that is the srv file, we are going to see here. Then what is this all means? Okay, then let me first go through each one and explain you. Okay, first thing, this, let me go to discuss this thing. Okay, this d means it is directory. The first letter explain you what is the file type. First is explain you what is the file type. Similarly, if you see, first letter is dash slash, like that. Let me show you. It is like that. It is like that. Let me, if first letter is something blank like that, okay, it means I'm going to create a file for you. Let me, I cannot maybe. Okay, I have created the file. Okay, you can see xyz file that I have created, and currently this has something blank. It means it is a file. If something blank before it, it means it is file. You can see it is normal file, it is regular file. If it is something coming as a d starting with d, it means it is a directory. It is directory, it is something folder, under that there is some other file or maybe folder. Okay, if start with L, it means link. You can see there are file with starting with L, it means it is link file. Okay, if starting with C, then it will be a special file, or you can say device file. If it starts with S, it means it is a socket file. And if you start with P, it means named pipe. If you start with B, it is a block device. Okay, so you can just remember that L, if there is nothing, it is regular file. If it D, it's directory. If it is L, it is the link. If it is C, it is a special file or called a device file. If it is S, it is a socket. If it is P, it is named pipe. And if it is B, it is block device. Okay, so this is the simple thing. Maybe you asked into a interview, and maybe a normal thing people ask to you. It will be good if you just remember it. Okay, now here are some not file all type. It is written, it is only two or three. It is directory, and it is link, and it is normal file. Okay, now the first thing, explain what is the file type, whether it is directory or link or it is regular file. Second thing, explain you the access. R for read access, W for write access, and X for execute access. This thing I am going to cover in upcoming classes. When we are going to cover out the file permission topic, then I am going to discuss this thing in detail. Okay, so first three, read write execute, is the permission at user level. At second, read write execute is the permission at group level. And third, the read write execute permission is at other level. So let me just briefly give you what the user, other, and group means. User is the person who has created the file and the owner of the file. Currently, I am the root user, and I am the root user, so I have the permission of read, write, execute, because I have the permission of administrative permission, so I can do anything. Okay, group group cannot write anything inside the file. He can read and execute the file, because you can see in the right they have it is dash, and they don't have permission of write. Again, in this they have the they don't have other except the group and the user. Group means a group is like that, a group, and like that, under that lots of people will be there, and they can access the file. It is like that. Okay, there may be some project specific group. Any group belongs to that file, and they can access that. Okay, and except group and user, this is the all called other, and what they have permission. And time to time we used to change the permission. How we can change the permission, that thing we are also going to covering in upcoming classes. Now coming to the, hope this will be clear. First thing, explain you file type, and second is explaining you the permission of at the user level, group level, and the other level. Now coming to this is called the link. What does it means? Link means how many subdirectory present inside this file. Okay, if it is 2, it means it has the 2 subdirectory present inside this. If it is 12, it has the 12 subdirectory present inside this. Okay, now coming to this, coming to this there is two root written here. First root explain about the owner of the file, and second group explain the group who own that file. The owner of the file is root itself, and the group that on the file is root itself, because currently I am logging as a root, and root on this file, that's the reason. Okay, you if I log in as myself id, then it will be a myself in here. Okay, the first is the owner of the file, and second is the group that own that file. Now coming to this explain the size of the file, how big this file is, how, what is the file of this size, boot size. This column explain the size of the file. Now this explain the in which month this file has been created, and in what is the day when it is created, and what is the year. This file has been created on 10th August 2021. Okay, and this is the file name. And also you can see there is some file is not colored, some file is colored. This also explain the file. Actually windows has some there are some property where if you see in the directory it is something blue color, link it is something different color, and something normal file it is something white. So this is also used to categorize the file so that it is easy to us to read the file and relate it. Okay, so hope this will be clear. File pattern. Okay, if first thing explain you the file pattern, that is the this one. Okay, after that it will explain the permission of the file, that is the owner of the file, at the user level, group level, or the other level. This is the number of link, this is the owner of the file, this is called the who own the group, the file group, which group own this file, this is the size of the file, and this is the file when created, and this is the file name. Let me go inside this srv file. If I go inside the srv, and if I do, okay, currently there is no file inside it. Okay, okay, now this is all about this file and pattern. So hope it will be clear. File system we have seen under root what is the file system present. And if you want to know more about the what is being this, you can just google it, you will get the more detail. Okay, and file pattern we have also seen this. In file pattern we have seen that these all thing, what is the file pattern and the file owner and the access and group, these all things everything seen. So hope you have enjoyed the lesson, and if you have any doubt again you can comment me, drop me email. Thank you, thank you all.